Okay, I am from mechanical engineering, and after finishing ME here, there came a bus from TCS where we all got loaded there, and I joined TCS, and I've been there for 15 years in TCS. And then 2008 I moved to Cognizant. I've been Cognizant for the last 10 years now. So I got married in 1996, and I have a daughter who is doing engineering in computer science. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, I think I'll just speak from here. Go a little faster. I'm Venkatraman KK, so I was called KKV here. Can you, is it better?
Oh yeah, much better.
Yeah. So I used to be called KKV here. After graduating, I joined Tata Elxsi. I worked with Shankara and Tata Elxsi for a couple of years. Then I was at Wipro for about 11, 12 years. And actually in 2006, I came back here and did a startup out of mechanical. It's called 3D Stock Private Limited. So I was pretty much hanging around here for about 4.5, 5 years. So I did connect with Professor Swami Manohar in that phase. Then it didn't really go well. We did raise Series A, but after that we couldn't put together a business model. Then I left, went to Accenture for a year. After that I left the corporate world, took a break. Now I am with the IISc Alumni Foundation. It's now been about 6.5 years. So, I got married in '94. I have a son. He's 20 years old, and he is doing his engineering at PS University, mechanical. Thank you.
It's better, I think.
Hello everybody, my name is Lakshmi. In '93, after I completed my electrical engineering from IISc, I joined Wipro Technologies. Wipro, it was called Wipro Infotech at that time, and stayed on in Wipro for 14 years. After that, I worked in an IIT Madras attached organization called Rural Technology and Business Incubator. It was a very interesting India development oriented incubation center, which is a social incubator. So I was there for 8 years. I was the director for the incubation center. Then moved on to help PayPal Chennai set up their incubation center and pivoted to fintech. So I was there for 2 years. Decided that I should get back to tech. So now I have a very small baby startup called IISc Technologies. And in '96, Narayan Swami and myself were married. We have a daughter whose name is Manati, very similar to Sanjay, which is a pleasant surprise. She's 15 years old. Thanks.
Incidentally, I boarded the same bus that Lakshmi was boarded, TCS. So I was with TCS for a couple of years, and then moved on to Wipro. I stayed in Bangalore for some time, and then I moved to the US. And I was consulting for one of the major transportation firms. You might have heard about it. It's United Parcel Service, UPS. They have the tie-up here, LPCS. So after that, I've been doing a lot of consulting for different firms, different industries, and right now I'm consulting for Morgan Stanley. And I got married in '98, and I have 2 kids, fraternal twins, a boy and a girl. So they are 12 years old. That's about it.
All right.
Next person can just come down and get it, right? It's faster. We'll save like 3 seconds.
We'll start from here.
Next meeting. Okay, Ganesh, you want to go? Ganesh, you-
All right, okay.
Hello everybody, my name is Ravi Sundareddy. So I have graduated 93 in metallurgical engineering. So and I did most of undergrad work in thermodynamics analysis, and at that time I was doing photon programming, and I tried to get help from CS guys do some C programming, how to do some graph work and things like that. So after that I will move to US for my PhD. So I did continue my research work in thermodynamics, and everything is pure computational mathematics. And solving the partial differential equations are very important equations. So everything related to the mainly the not theoretical science of it, and also the programming part of it. And afterwards I just moved to the computer science, and so just start doing the programming and things like that. So now I work I have a small startup company, so we do build actually next generation content management systems, and also we try to sell the solutions to the US government. And I have two beautiful daughters. One is a senior, and another junior is a 17 and 16 years old. Thank you.
Yeah, hi. Take the other one, no?
It's okay, audible.
Take the other one. All right, my name is Ganesh. I'm also from mechanical engineering, passed out in '93. After institute, I was with TCS, and then joined the PwC for a few years. Now I'm with a company called United Healthcare, the largest insurer. I lead the delivery for API commercialization. Now there is a big wave within at least healthcare industry. So physician facing APIs are being commercialized and monetized. So I'm actually leading the delivery of some of those reports for a business within United Healthcare called Dr. Maharaj. I was married in 1997. I have two sons. The elder one is going to be 12 and the younger one is 9. So I live in New Jersey. In fact, 3 or 4 of us are very close by in terms of our home location in New Jersey. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Raj Kumar. I passed out from the ECE department in 1993. I did my project with in image processing, and after doing my degree, I joined TCS. Nothing to do with image processing, totally different. And was in TCS for 2 years. Then in '95 moved to US. Then joined Coopers and Lybrand, and then it moved on to PricewaterhouseCoopers. Then IBM, was IBM until 2015. I quit IBM. Then I joined Pearson Technology. That's where I am currently doing like technology shared services. Got married in '98. Have 2 kids. A daughter, she is 16, and my son is 13 years old.
My name is Srinivasan. The entire batch knows me as Holy Srini. I don't know why though. Right now, I'm at Cognizant Technologies. I take care of our delivery for W and EPA. Keep it short. I still want to find out why I'm called Holy Srini.
Only.
You are only.
You are half the size.
Fortunately or unfortunately, I missed the TCS bus, but there was a bus behind it that was an EP bus. So I just jumped in. I was there for 17 years. 2010, I took a break. The break was very good. So there was no work-life balance. It was really life balance. So after that, I stopped working. Now I'm completely retired. Otherwise, married with 2 boys. And now they are in 9th and 6th standard. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Chippy, also on the show. So I'm sure a lot of you
boarded that bus, still not got off that bus, and still on it. So I've had very fond memories of this campus, very fond memories of working with Dr. Swami Manohar. I'm not so sure that's reciprocated, but anyways. And my passion for visual graphics still continues if I don't know any, but as many of you may remember, I was probably the least technical person in the batch, and I still continue to pursue that field. Except for one thing, I probably anticipated the digital and cloud revolution for all of you all. My son is called Akash and my daughter is called Megha. Thank you.
That explains why you set so many powers in WhatsApp. Okay. No, sir, I'm Ganesh Kilasu. This is part of the EC department, graduated in 1993. Married with 2 kids, very happy. Fond memories. I work in TCS, joined TCS, started TCS. That's what I'm very happy to be here.
My name is Raman Srinivasan. I also passed out from EC in 1993. I took the TCS bus and then I relocated to the US. I joined HP, non-stop division of HP. Was there for about 10 years. I came back over here and then was with HP for about 18 years. Very recently, about 2 months back, I joined IBM. I have been a university chair at HP and I've interacted with professors here at IISc and I've actually worked on projects here in the last few years. I got married in 1996. I have a daughter who is engineering and my son is 14 years old. He's 9 years. Thanks.
I'm Shredi. NASA said this is the luckiest thing that happened in my life, and then he said, well, he got married. There is no relationship. Like Chippy said, fond memories of IISc. What we learned here has been very useful for us. I did project with Dr. Salman and Chippy and I joined TCS and still in TCS. I have two daughters, Sana and Anna.
I'm Jayashree. I passed out from computer science and joined TCS, relocated to the US, stayed there for I think 10-12 years, came back to Chennai and couldn't manage the work pressure here, quit work in 2008. I got married in 95. I have 2 children, one son in third year college and daughter in 12th semester. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Srini, the better looking one.
Best looking one.
Second inning. My channel player is actually Chatty Srini. But anyway, I graduated in 93 from metallurgy here. And after that I went to Disco, was there in the automation department. Then moved on to 2% library, PwC. Now I'm in IBM. And I got married in 1998. I have 2 kids, Shruti and Preeti, 2 daughters, 16 and 13 years old. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jay Prakash Thirumalai. I graduated with Sriji in the metallurgy department. I also missed the TCS bus and then I joined Infosys, my man. And I was working at Microsoft as an architect for the last 15 years and then I was working at Expedia. Right now, the last 3 years, I've been doing my own startup thing. It's a learning academy in software. And I have 2 daughters. They are 13 and 11 years old. They're all in the US. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Joe Emmanuel. Joe Michael here I used to call, because of the passport thing, my initial got expanded in US, they call me Joe Emmanuel, right? So now I introduce everywhere Joe Emmanuel. TCS, went to US, worked there for a transportation logistics company, UPS, for 20 years. And now I have taken a break and I'm back. 2 kids, got married in 97, 2 kids. The elder one is going to 8th grade and the younger one is going to 4th grade. Thank
Hi, my name is Rajaram. As some of you missed the TCS bus, I also missed the TCS bus. But there was another bus which was behind, which was the Tata IISc bus. So I got into Tata IISc bus, and then it got converted, the name got changed to Tata Infotech bus. Then it became TCS bus later. So I was glad that I could still get into the TCS bus at that time. So actually after 15 years in TCS, I left TCS. And then currently, last 10 years, I'm managing a power systems company. I'm the managing director of the company. So we have business all across the country. I'm married in 2000, 2 sons, 10 and, 14 and 10 years. It's easier to remember the year of birth than to every time keep calculating it. So somebody asked me, I say, I've got 2 sons.
I have recorded this.
Right. I say always, I got 2 sons born in 2003 and 2007. Okay. Out of my 15 years in TCS, I was about 6-7 years in US and about 3 years in London. Rest of the time back and forth. Thank you.
Hello everybody, I am Jagannath Chetty, but I am also from the metallurgical engineering, and I think everybody has said about the TCS bus. I never boarded the bus. So in fact, I stuck on to my field of activity, the metallurgical engineering, and my company, we manufacture foundry consumables, and in fact, I handle the national sales and also on the technical support. And my first company was IVP Limited, which is a Tata company. And then the second company was MTM Private Limited, which I still hold on for 22 years. So, and I'm married in 2000, and I've got a son. He is around 12 years old. That's it.
Hi, I am Shankara Raman. I graduated in 1993, Metallurgy department. I joined TCS bus again, and I was in TCS for 6 to 7 years. Then I moved to US. I also did a couple of consulting companies. Then I joined with Verizon. I'm still with Verizon. I got married in 1998. I have 2 daughters. They are 8 and 9 years. Thank you.
Hi, Sanjeev. I passed out from metallurgical department. Initially I joined Cheetah Strips. I was there briefly for a year.